Good morning, good morning, good morning. Borodart, it's Farmer Ben here. Oh, right, I'm going to begin by having a grumble at myself. This is believe it or not, this is my sixth attempt to record this video. Every time, unfortunately, by being an idiot, I managed to delete my favourite old mobile phone video recorder because I was trying to remove the icon and move one of the icons around and accidentally deleted it instead. And now this is what I've got a new video recorder, which is, this is actually my third new video recorder because I couldn't reinstall my old one because it's no longer available on Google Play. So now here I am on number 3. The first two, one of them just kept randomly opening up the whole video screen and then cutting out, and the other one, the icon kept disappearing, so I couldn't find it to do any recording. So rubbish. Anyway, so that's my grumble. Anyway, let's not dwell on me grumbles. Please, in the comments today, because I am trying a new video recorder, if the quality is significantly lower, by that I mean the quality of the recording rather than the quality of the content, which is always fairly hit and miss, let's be honest. Then yes, please let me know in the comments box. Thank you. Remember to like and subscribe and press the little bell icon and all those things as well. Still, never mind. Right, now the main purpose of this video. Firstly, I was just saying earlier on, I had a quick look around my base. The little annoying wavy man is still being little annoying and wavy. Hello, little annoying wavy man. Why don't you get a job? Get a job. It's bloody scroungers living on benefits. My builders are both busy. As I mentioned, I did a survey to get builders, which get the second builder, which is why I've got, raised a little bit of money doing some online surveys, and now I have a second builder. I think it does affect my free-to-play credentials, really, but there we are, never mind. My main purpose of this video was to apologise, really, because I wanted to just say sorry about the advice I gave on the tournament. Why have I gone into that? No, I wasn't going into that one. I did that earlier on. I won't bother with that now because I've already waffled enough. So my team are defensively have done really, really badly. E grade. I've lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1, 3. So that's 1 in 4 basically, which is pretty horrendous. So, yeah, I apologise. My advice doesn't seem to have been particularly good this time. My defence team has not done a particularly good job at all. I'd love to say I knew exactly why. I can't quite figure it out myself. I have looked at the other teams on the leaderboard, which is what I was doing before this. You've got a real range of heroes. A lot of people have gone with a healer as a tank. What's his name? I've seen Wilbur. I've seen Wilbur a few times. Sonia as a tank there. I mean, there doesn't seem to be any sort of hard and fast. Wilbur's definitely coming up quite a bit. Rigard, I've seen quite a few times. Cyprian or Beryl. So some people have been going for perfect reposters as tanks. I'm never sure about them. I find they're too easy to debuff. But then, Kirill I've seen as a tank. Boltusk I've seen as a tank. So I've seen people who've got the same tank as me who are in the top 100. Wilbur probably seems to be the most common one, I must admit. Proteus I've seen as a tank a few times again. So I've seen a reasonable sort of mixture. Definitely Wilbur coming up a lot. I'm just flicking through the top 100. Sometimes it's a good idea. If you're just looking for advice, you can always have a quick look and see who else you can copy. Or if not copy, at least see what they've done and get ideas from them. So that's what I was doing there. So that was this bit. Now, to make up for my poor advice on that, I was going to try and do a bit of better advice, hopefully, on an attack. Now, I've done, as you can see, I have, it says I've got no defeats, but obviously that isn't true, because what's happened is I've used 75 gems to continue. So basically I have a ratio of 1 to 1 4 out of 5. So day 1 I ran all 5. The next day I lost 2. Today, so the next day I lost 1, and today I've lost 1 so far. So 4 out of 5 wins, which is about my standard ratio really on 4-star raids. I've used the 75 gems because the loot. If I can stay in the top 5%, you get really quite high quality loot. Same if obviously top 1% is higher, top 10% is okay, top 25% I find the loot isn't worth it. It gets a bit rubbish from top 25% down. Really the key things to get obviously are the ascension items and the class emblems, And sometimes, if you're in the top 1%, you can even get like 50 class emblems. And when you think how many gems you could spend on them, it's easily worth 75 gems. Whereas if you're in, a lot lower down, you might get 5 emblems, maybe 1, 2, 3. So it's worth. I would always recommend 75 gems to continue is worth it on the raid tournament. And a lot of people don't do it. So I often find that my ranking is higher on the last day than it is in the earlier days, because a lot of people have dropped out because they don't want to spend 75 gems. Whereas, as I say, I would always advocate you do it. So in fact, I'm shooting myself in the foot by giving people that advice, because it means other people might take it and run with it and whatever else, and I don't want that. Anyway, so without further ado, let's actually go to battle. Let's see who I've got. Farmer versus Uther. Uther, son of Uther, of course, was what do we call it? Arthur's father, Uther Pendragon. I don't know if that's where that name comes from, but who knows? I'm going to take. I will take a debuffer, because I think it's always a very good idea to have a debuffer. I would normally take 2 debuffers, but I'm sort of struggling a bit in this tournament anyway. So I'm going to take this risk. Debuffer. Actually, you know what? Crikey, that is going to be tough. It's a really, really tough team. I'm going to take 2 debuffers, because they've got a lot of boosters, which is sensible. We've got a buff boosting. So my 2 debuffers are Melindor and Sonia. Does mean I'm not colour stacked against the tank, which I always prefer to do, but I'm going to risk it this time. Because, what's his name? Cyprian, although he's a reasonable sort of choice as tank, he is not particularly good if I can keep debuffing him. So the first thing I always do when I'm looking at a screen is take a little bit of time out to have a look at the screen before you make your first move. Now you can see that there's a little red flash in there to say swap that red with the purple. Well, that's a rubbish move, because it's never going to trigger a combo. Or at least, sorry, it would trigger a small combo, because the purples will then clear the blues at the side, so you'll get at least a combo 2. But if I move this green tile that's above the flashing red one down, I get that will trigger a combo 4 at least. There we go, nice, combo 4. I'm going to do this move here, it's 4 in a row blue, and blues are my main colour. And then this one here. Now Sonia I'm not going to use straight away. It's a bit annoying that it's triggered a combo in, what do we call it? What's the colour? Combo in red, because red is a colour I don't have. We'll now use Sonia to get rid of Cyprian's special. So, I was hoping that was going to kill Bolttusk. Still, never mind. Bolttusk still lives, which is irritating. I'm going to get rid of the reds now, because this will trigger a little combo into, what's his name? That did finish Bolttusk. I was hoping I could kill Bolttusk before Kirill went off. I didn't think I'd be able to stop Kirill going off. Now, what's his name? Melindor there can get rid of the special of Kirill. This will stop Wilbur and... Oh, it won't? Oh, of course, he's got withstand. It will stop Wilbur going off. It won't stop Wukong. And it doesn't poison Wukong either, which is a shame. As it would be nice to get rid of Wukong. Hopefully, there we are. Kirill's dead. Nice little combo rolling on there. First thing I'll do is I'll boost my attacks with Kirill. Then I will debuff with Sonia, so we get rid of the critical, what do we call it, gambler's stance. And now it's really just a case of finishing Wilbur off. Just trying to get the moves. Wilbur, I don't think, can win this on his own. He might find the poison kills him anyway. No, it didn't quite kill him, but there we are. He's dead now anyway. So there we are. Nothing particularly wrong with Uther's team. It was a bit of a tough one to choose, but by taking a couple of debuffers, you see like kind of 2 debuffers, ideally of different colours, it effectively neutralised Cyprian. So he was fighting with 1 less hero than he otherwise would have been. Bit of 10-5. Random. Now let's have a look. Bolttusk. Yeah, Bolttusk. Mean old Bolttusk. I will probably here swap in. I'm not going to take Wilbur. I think, or am I? I haven't taken Wilbur yet. I'm going to take Wilbur on this one. Let's just have a quick look at their team again. Who we got? Yeah, they've got one debuffer. Usually with only one healer. A lot of the time I've been taking two healers. I found that's been quite effective. But I'm going to take a healer and a kind of looker after kind of guy. Well, let's see how it goes. So I got Bold Tusk in the middle. So I've got two blues against Bold Tusk. What's his name? Not Gaderis. Proteus, who has been like key to my general overall strategy in this 4-star tournament. Sonya, a good debuffer, and Sniper, because he got a few people need debuffing, and Wukong just as a general like booster kind of hit and miss chancey kind of guy. They've got Wukong as well, obviously with a lot more talent emblems than me. Well, I can see it's not exactly a huge combo, but there is a little combo here. Oh, it's Chef Bold Tusk. Ooh, I didn't realise it was Chef Bold Tusk. I should have looked a bit closer. What does Chef Bold Tusk do? Ooh. So 37, all allies get 4 turns. I don't know, that appeared to be much the same as regular Bold Tusk, but I can't remember what regular Bold Tusk does off the top of my head. Other than healing, of course. What a rubbish screen. So I'm just looking for moves at the minute, and I literally can. The only one I can see is the one that's flashing, which is a rubbish move. I'm going to have to take it, unless there possibly was another move there. There often is, I just couldn't see it. One tile at a time. One move at a time screens are awful. This one will at least trigger a little combo. By setting this up, you see I'll knock those blues up together. Not an amazing combo, but at least it's something. This will again, like I say, trigger a little combo. Combos are generally speaking beneficial. As long as they're sort of the right colour. This will set up another little blue move into Bold Tusk. Could really do with Kirill to go off, ideally, but it's not going to happen. Well, there we are. This is already shaping up to be a defeat. Awful screen so far. At least I can stop their Bold Tusk going off for... Oh, no, I can't because he's withstood it. How does he withstand... Oh, he's going to say that's one of the differences is he's now a monk, so he can withstand things like the mana freeze. What an awful screen this has been. Yeah, shaping up very badly so far. Says it all, really. Says it all. I doubt if I'll even get one kill here by the look of things, because Bold Tusk was about to go off, unless he dies on this next move, which seems a bit unlikely. Then they'll kill me on the next one. Oh, I'm still alive for one more move. There we are. It's not going to do anything. Rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Still, there we go. Sometimes it's the way it goes. Naught. That's my lowest score. Well, it's the lowest score you can get. Lowest score this tournament. That's not very much help there, really. I was hoping to be a bit more helpful, really, with these raids. The first one, at least, went to plan. The second one was a disaster. Also messes up my average because I've lost 2 now. That means instead of 4 out of 5, it's now 3.5 out of 5, which is not as good, or 3 3/4 out of 5, something like that. So yeah, so sorry about that. There we go. Not the most helpful. Not been that much help this raid tournament, really. So I do apologise. Not one of my most successful. Good luck, everybody else. I hope you are more successful than me. Sometimes just the screens just seem to go against you. And Chef Bold Tusk there, his withstand attack, because he must be a monk, meant that I didn't freeze his mana, which actually might have made a little bit of a difference. Though, to be fair, just some better moves would have helped. So this is Farmer Ben saying, may you have a lucky board. May death come swiftly to your enemy. Take care. Peace out. Au revoir.